All right, it is Thursday, May 31st, and I have super exciting news for all of the local team. And when I say local team, I also include anyone who has friends and relatives on Long Island that would like to come to a fashion show with our CEO. So, in case you're new, I shouldn't just always say Scott event because people don't know what that means. So, Scott Levine is our CEO, and he does go out on the road doing special events. So, we are the lucky recipients of one of them. So, it is going to be on June 19th, which is a Tuesday. It's going to be at Domenico's restaurant in Levittown. In the back room, they have all kinds of party rooms, but the back room is big enough that they hold, you could have a wedding there, you could have a Sweet 16 there, you could have, lots of schools have their big fundraisers there and things like that. So it's separate parking in the back as well, so people don't have to park in the front and then walk through the 20, not 20, but don't have to walk through the pizzeria and the restaurant to get to the back room. So we're going to encourage our guests to use the back parking lot because that has the pretty doorway, and then we'll have a sign in. So here's what the event is. What a Scott event is it's when Scott comes and MCs what is just an opportunity for people to learn all about Park Lane. But it is nothing like your standard, like, come learn about our company. Because first of all, what it is it is a fashion show. So there will be a script. We will use models that are your guests to model the jewelry, and we will have a fashion show of that. When guests arrive, they sign in, and we sell them raffle tickets. Home office provides the raffles for these events, and we're talking thousands of dollars worth of high-end jewelry. All different kinds of current, gorgeous pieces will be raffled off. So people have the opportunity. We do the ones that are the sheet where everything's the same number. So people only have to keep track of their one number or however many sheets they buy as numbers. There'll be beautiful jewelry display. And so they can browse the jewelry. They can chit chat with their friends. There's going to be appetizers. There'll be a cash bar. And then Scott, we do the fashion show. So we'll have the various models walk the whole room. Everybody admires the jewelry. They love that part. We're going to have a DJ. So when people arrive, there's going to be, like pumping music. The DJ will, of course, play music during the model walking at the fashion show. And so that part is the fashiony, fashionista people love. And they love watching their friends model the jewelry, which is great. So that part all those parts are super fun. And then we move on to Scott talking. We may also do like a team testimonial, someone from the team. We do an introduction of Scott, and then Scott gives his portion of the presentation. He talks for maybe 30 minutes or so, and it's the most entertaining way that you could ever learn about Park Lane. It is, it's so interesting the way that he presents. First of all, if you've ever seen Scott at convention, you know how high energy he is. But what he does is while he's talking about Park Lane, he has like a table in front of him with all kinds of jewelry. So he'll be saying, so we upgraded, we bought our own jewelry manufacturing, and now the pearl necklaces were glass pearls instead of the plastic like we did back in the 50s, and it's a lower price point. He'll hold up the necklace, and then he'll just be like, who needs this? And of course the women are like, me, and everybody goes crazy and they're screaming, and then he just walks across the room and hands it to somebody. So now the women realize, oh my gosh, the louder we cheer, the better my chances are of him handing me the piece of jewelry. So the energy in the room as he continues to go through this presentation, I mean, Belinda, I see you're coming on now. You've been to so many Scott events. Is it not crazy how the women go berserk?
Yes. Yeah, I go berserk.
Yes, because it's not right. Sometimes he does hand it to us. It's not just the guests. He will hand it to park laners because also in some cases he doesn't know who the park laners are in some cases. So there's been plenty of times that the team members have walked away with jewelry. Guests certainly walk away with tons of jewelry. And what he's doing is in the most unbelievably entertaining way, he's informing guests about the jewelry itself, about the company, about our sale, about our host opportunity, and about our business opportunity. So that at the end, we pass out these little cards where they then indicate what are they interested in next. Do they want to have a show? Do they want to join the team? And then he does extra incentives for those that are setting dates. So what we do is we bring hostess packets, wish lists, catalogs. So your guests are sitting there with catalogs and wish lists. They can make a wish list during the fashion show. They can browse the catalog. And then at the end, when they say they want to have a showing, you book those shows right then and there. You can bring host packets in gift bags so that they feel like they're going home with a gift, even if they didn't win a raffle. But people will book and join just because of how over-the-top exciting these events are. And it really is like a fun, classy, beautiful night. We've had several of these in the past. We've had them at hotels. We've had them at catering halls. We've had them in restaurants. So we know what it takes for these events to be successful. And it's funny because they used to be stressful and now they're not really stressful anymore. Belinda and I have put together, I think this will be our 5th one in the amount of time, maybe even more. And
I don't remember, Michelle.
Each one, I won't ask you while you're all jacked up on your drugs, how many it's been, but it's at least 5. And we know what makes them successful. What makes them successful is finding a centrally located place, which Donna Russo did a wonderful job using one of her bajillion connections because Donna knows every single person who lives on Long Island. And she got us a hook with Domenico's, which is a very beloved Italian restaurant. We arranged for buffet-style appetizers, and it's just going to be super basic, you guys, because it's not about the food. People should not come in expecting they're getting a 4-course meal. They're getting, Sicilian pizza that's cut into those appetizer squares, which is just an awesome appetizer. Mozzarella sticks. I think we did fried zucchini. Just, finger foods that are easy to walk around with. There's going to be some sort of drink specials. And like I said, that part will be cash bar. And getting lots of people there. So we secured the nice venue. We've never had a DJ before, so I'm excited about that. I've been to Scott events that have DJs, and they really are an extra level step up fun. So I'm really psyched that we got that. So we have a nice DJ coming. So here's the scoop of how it actually works. I just want you to remember also that there is, all right, let me say how it works, and then I'm going to say this extra thing. So there are the basic, so the tickets. The tickets are $15 each. However, that's not how you want to market the tickets, because you want to sit your guests together. If people buy an individual ticket, that puts them into the general admission seating, which are the last tables in the back. What we do is we sell them as tables of 10, which means that when you go on the Eventbrite to secure your tickets, what you really do want to purchase is a table of 10. because then you just sell the tickets and you collect people's cash. So yes, you're laying out $150, but then your 10 guests, or really 9 because you're one of the 10, will pay you, and you just collect their cash, have them Venmo you, Square, whatever, and they will come to the event so that your guests are together at one table, because the last thing you want is your guests scattered all over general seating. The other thing is that those tables are the ones that are closest to Scott. And those tables are the ones that will receive the most of the jewelry that he hands out. Because, of course, he hands it to he can see. He doesn't have bionic sight, and he's not going to go walking 10 feet across a room. He's going to hand it to the people that are generally the closest to him. So the tables are assigned on a first-come, first-served basis. So once the Eventbrite posts, which I'm going to do after this call, I'm going to post the text invitation that you can use to send out to your guests, and I'm going to post the Eventbrite link. If Belinda buys the first table, then Belinda and her guests, those particular guests, are going to be at the table that's closest to where Scott is standing. And if Susie buys the second one, then she's getting the second one. And if Jamaris buys the third one, then she's going to be the third closest. There are lots of tables that are right up against Scott. So it's not like, oh, I got the fourth table, my people are in the back. There's a ton of seating that's close to Scott. Also, there's another team on Long Island that is entitled to come to these events. And if they buy the table before you do, then this other team who doesn't do any of the work for these events will be sitting closer than you will. So this is our team event, which is why we get access to the Eventbrite and the seating before they do. Because they didn't secure the place, they didn't arrange the date, they didn't book the DJ, they didn't do any of this. So we get access to it first, but then it is going to post publicly. And that means that, the other teams from New Jersey and stuff, they buy tickets. They can buy a table if they want. So if Jackie Reganti, if Lisa Bendel want to book a table and fill it, they can. And if they do that before I do, then their guests are sitting closer than mine. So if you feel like you're coming from a bit of a distance and there's no way you'd fill a whole table, then by all means, hook up with somebody and split a table. One of you put it on your credit card, the other one reimburse $75, and then you can go ahead and share a table. That's completely fine. Susie, you have a question?
Oh, I didn't know that that's what that meant. I'm sorry. But I was going to just say there's nothing wrong with Jersey.
I didn't say there was.
Because I'm going to be one of the first ones.
I know, and I'm glad for it. And you're on our team, and I hope you are one of the first ones. I'm just saying that there are teams, always we do have some of our sister leaders from Jersey that buy tables, that buy tickets. And the benefit to us being in charge and me doing this call is that we are first.
Okay.
So Ryan is giving us a head start on purchasing the tables, purchasing, what we want up front. So
question.
Sure, go ahead.
How many, I forgot, how many tables can we fit in there? And is it going to be tables of 10?
It's tables of 10. We booked, I think we based the price on 120, right? 120 people?
I don't remember if it was 120 or 130.
I mean, we can fit more than that, but what I'm going to do first is I think we'll put up 8 VIP tables first.
Okay.
And if those go, then we can add 2 more, because that would be 100, and then we would leave the last 2 tables or possibly 3 as the general admission seating, which again is in the back. So, like Jamaris, I know you're new to the business, but you had more than 10 people at your launch party 2 weeks ago. So. Yeah. You could easily fill at least 1 table with a lot of those girls, because I know Maria's going to want to, I know your mom's going to want to come. All those fun people that were at your launch and more, I know will want to come. In fact, Maria could even keep invitations at the salon, and she could sell tickets all day long. You could put up a display in that salon, sell the tickets, and if you fill your table, you can purchase another table.
Okay.
What town is it in?
So go ahead.
What town?
It's in Levittown.
Okay.
It's right on Hempstead Turnpike in Levittown. So it's super convenient if people take the Wantagh Parkway, like take the Southern State to the Wantagh, you get off at Hempstead Turnpike going east, and it comes up right on the right. It's in the King Cullen Shopping Center. Of course, the address is on the invitation. And it's a place, Levittown is super central. Like, everybody knows where it is. Everybody kind of feels like it's close to them. Because if you're in Suffolk, it's not too far into Nassau. If you're in Nassau, it's still in Nassau. So it's a good spot.
Just remember that they have to park in the back, come through the back.
Yes.
It's the private parking is in the back.
It even says that on the
to get through the
invitation.
back.
It does say rear entrance on the invitation even. And then we'll just
Does
remind
it say the
her.
name of the street for the rear entrance?
I don't think so.
Because I don't know how to get through the back. Do you?
No, and I've lived here my whole life.
I know. Me too. I mean, I'm like, what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes from there? I don't know how to go through the back.
I know. I've been to that restaurant 42 billion times and have never gone in the back entrance. So,
that was actually my first time.
Really? I'm surprised. I feel like everybody gets invited there for something. It's a popular destination. Go ahead, Jamaris.
Which event is this one exactly? I just logged into the event through the Shine On link on Facebook.
This is for when Scott LEVIN, the CEO, is coming to do a fashion show with us. So at these events, he gives away thousands of dollars worth of jewelry while he talks. We do a fashion show. We sell raffle tickets for many thousands of dollars worth of raffles. And your friends and family will enjoy being the models. So part of how you get people to come is you can pick someone who's a connector person. So let's say, Jamaris, you wanted your mom to be one of the models, right? Because you know she would actually be spectacular because of her amazing personality, plus she's beautiful. So let's say Maria is going to be one of our models. Now, she's out at the salon saying, I'm modeling in a fashion show on June 19th. I would love for you to come. Would you like to get a ticket? So now you sell the ticket. You can be posting on social media. So excited for my mom, Maria, and tag her, to model at jewelry at our fashion show with our CEO. Then people are going to comment, Maria, you're modeling? Oh my God, I want to see it. How do I get a ticket?
Right.
So pick people in your life that are the connectors, the one that people are like, they have so many friends, and them on their own could probably fill a table. Because you are by no means, nobody is limited to one table. Belinda normally does at least 2 tables at an event like this. I do as well. So if you feel that, everybody should start right away with 1 table. If that starts to fill up, then you can go ahead and purchase a second table. At the end, if you're short a seat or 2, meaning that you didn't sell 1 or 2, then usually a team member will take it off your hands or something. But these events are not to be missed. He only does, he only goes to certain areas. And we are lucky to usually be one of them. So Scott typically comes here 1 to 2 times a year. And I feel like this year will be a 1 because we're right in the middle of the year. I don't foresee him coming back again before the year is out, being that we're having June. So think about the impact this can have on your business, because your guests are going to book shows with you. They are going to join your team. Nobody fills a table at a Scott event and doesn't walk away with shows and team members and possibly even sales. So you're going to be set, and those people are going to book June and July. So if you want to have a strong summer, you want to get people to this event.
Okay.
So oh yeah, go ahead.
do we let you know who wants to model, or how do we do that? Because I do have a niece out there that came
Yeah, you can shoot me names.
modeling for everyone.
Yeah, I generally keep like an event notebook, and I keep track of people that they say want to model, because it's okay if we have two people model the same piece and walk together. We did that at the last one where we had two models come in at a time, which allowed us to involve more people. But also, one model walked one side of the room, one model walked the other side of the room, then they switched. So nobody was waiting for the model to walk past them. Right? I thought that was great. Right, Belinda?
And do you tell them what to wear, or you just ask?
We kind of cross that bridge when we come to it. But people usually come dressed perfectly fine, because there's automatically we seem to come up with all the different looks that we want. Like, there's going to be people who wear jeans, you know, and then there's going to be people who do sundresses, and then there's going to be people who do little black dresses. We can certainly double check it as it gets closer. But if there's one thing that I don't allow us to all be stressed on, it's the little details of the fashion show.
Okay.
Some leaders get nuts about who's wearing what, which piece, blah, blah, blah. Nope. When they get there, the fashion director who is having them model generally jacks them up. We line them up, and I read a very nice, not too crazy script that's not overly detailed, because people don't want to hear a 6-paragraph description. They want to clap and cheer for their friends, and when the girl walks by, they want to say, "Ooh, those are pretty earrings." That's it.
I'm so excited about this.
We're not a team that gets nuts about that. We include people, and we make it fun.
Susie's never been on one of those?
I've never done one, no.
What? Susie, you're going to have a good time.
Yeah, you are.
I'm coming.
You better.
I can't stay over because I have a big event the next night, but I'm coming.
These events are so great. Usually, and hopefully we can pull this off with Domenico's too, the last couple of places we had it allowed us to come and set up during the day, so that by day we go in our sweatpants and Belinda comes in her rollers and her do-rag and whatnot. And then
she'll be coming in a wheelchair.
I know, this
exactly.
time.
This time, exactly.
And honestly, that's why I'm going to need other hands, because
I'll be there. I'll come in the morning. I'll be there all day.
Awesome, because then what we do is we set up the raffles, you know, usually sometime around lunchtime.
What I'll probably do is stay over at my sister's the night before.
Good, you should
stay the whole day.
Yeah, that'll be too much driving for you otherwise.
But I will have to drive home that night.
Yeah, well, that'll be okay. It doesn't go late. It's over 9ish usually, so 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
And if you set up in the morning, you won't have to help clean up, so that's fine. They'll be
all right, thanks.
there to help clean up. But at the end, you know, like we set it up by day in sweatpants. That way we can go home. If you want to go for a blowout, you want to put your makeup on, you want to arrive like a lady and just look good and work with your guests and really be on your A game the night of the event, where we're putting on an awesome event for our guests and for our CEO. So I'm going to go ahead and post the link for the shopping of the tables and the image that you can post for the event itself, you know, so that you can use it as a text. You can also, you can save it to your phone as a photo. You can then upload it to Walgreens or any other photo developing app, and you can print them out. I usually print out large quantities of these, and then when people purchase an invitation, you know, they feel like they're getting something. Now, of course, you can handle that however you want. $15 is absolutely nothing to pay for what they will receive that night, because the appetizers alone are worth that. Never mind that most people leave with a gift. Many people win raffles. But if you prefer to, you know, strategize how you want to collect that money, you can. Because if you want to tell a model, you know, if you want to say to your model, your ticket entitles, your ticket is free as long as 3 friends, attend with you, if 3 of your friends come, then your ticket is free. That's how you fill tables, right? Because now she's out there inviting 3 people. And that's probably 3 people you haven't met before.
I'm so excited about this.
Good.
I did a show for my sister, and she had about 6 people that couldn't make it, and she keeps wearing the jewelry. She doesn't want to get in, but she keeps promoting me. So they're all in Westbury and Levittown. I can do a whole table of all her friends.
Perfect. That's what you want.
Yeah.
That's what you want. So creative inviting for those that have been to Scott events before, while we certainly do have regulars, remember that you're not going to grow your business by having the same people come to the Scott events every single time. You want nice new blood always at events. So if you have somebody who's coming who's been to 4 Scott events before, they need to bring with them 3 friends who haven't. And I know with those of you that are on the call now, really that only applies to me and Belinda. But, I do have this one girl. She's like, when's the CEO coming back? I love those events.
My goodness. So funny.
But I need her to bring me other people. She usually brings her mom. And at this point, that's not doing a whole lot for my business. It's a fun night for her, and it's a fun night for me, and I'm glad she comes. But we want to include people that will help us build our business, that are going to be so wowed at the end of the night that they're going to book a party. And like I said, you can take all the liberties you want. Remember, you are an independent business owner. So what I do starting now is I start building up all little pairs of earrings, like multi-earring packs, Sloan earrings, Harbor earrings, etc. And I put them on my business card, and I make up little gift bags. You can put them in the Park Lane pouches. You can put them in Park Lane boxes. You can put them in just plain tulle, whatever. And I do put one at the place setting of everybody at my table.
Oh, you're so cool.
That way, they all leave with my business card. That way, they all, for their if they did pay $15, they're leaving with something worth almost that much. Mm-hmm. So if I promise them you will leave with a piece of jewelry, it's not because I'm hoping they win. It's because I know I'm giving them something.
Now, are we telling everyone to bring cash? Because they are buying raffles for the other.
Absolutely.
Things, right?
You want to
so
definitely.
Make sure everybody knows.
Yes.
Yes, to bring cash.
Yes.
No credit cards accepted.
Right. You do want to remind people to bring cash for the raffles. They can write checks for raffles actually as well. They do allow that.
Who's having checks anymore?
Seriously, but I don't know. So,
I don't even know how to write a check anymore.
Certainly there's no millennials, but they do like to use their debit cards. So, and they do like to Venmo and Square and all kinds of stuff. So I probably will bring my card reader, or at least have my Square available that night in case, we do have people like that, and then I'll just get reimbursed from Park Lane. But yeah. So that's the scoop. Tuesday, June 19th. You want to secure your table ASAP. I'm going to post the link. And then once Ryan knows that we've had adequate time to buy our tables, then he or Scott will start posting it, which will make it a free-for-all for everyone.
I think I can get the first one because Belinda looks a little drugged, so.
Susie, don't take advantage of me.
There's a good 6 tables that are premier seating. So it really probably 6, 7, 8 of them will be nice and close to Scott. You just don't want the general admission seats in the back.
So
stop talking and put it on, girl. I got my credit card in my hand.
It's not good. We can buy it anyway until we hang up, so it's okay.
Just to confirm, the tables that you're talking about that are closer to the CEO, How much is the price ranges for those tables?
They're all the same price. It's just the
Oh.
difference of buying a table versus buying single tickets.
Gotcha.
They don't
Okay.
cost a dime more. It's, a table is $150 because there's 10 seats. Single tickets are $15.
Okay.
So what buying the table does is keep your guests corralled into one table.
Okay.
Because you don't want your guests all over the place.
Yeah.
It's more fun for them, it's more business acumen for you to have them all close by. Because like I said, you're going to bring hostess packets. You can even put the hostess packets in gift bags. You can put the Fast 50s on the outside. You can cluster them in the middle of your table. That way, people are saying, oh, how do you get one of these gift bags? Oh, you'll see. Scott's going to talk about that. So that when they book a show, they're leaving with a gift bag. And there usually is some sort of special for booking at these events. So he very often does, if you're starting your business this month or within the next 4 weeks, you'll receive a blah, blah, blah with your launch party. There's usually something like that involved as well. So you definitely want your potentials, people who've expressed interest in the business, people that you think should have interest in the business that you've always wanted to work with. All of that is who you want at these events. And like I said about the models, think of somebody who who's a connector, that if you invited her to model, there's going to be 5 other women jumping on it saying, oh, I want to come. What are you modeling at? I want to see it. How do I get a ticket?
My mom just actually arrived.
Oh,
She's
good.
watching you now.
We want you. So, all right, girls, I'm going to post the invitation and the link. And let's start promoting the heck out of this event, because we want to show Scott that we appreciate that he came, and we want to use this event to really build our summer business.
Okay.
So thanks for coming on tonight, everybody. Of course, we'll follow up with more questions and details as the event gets closer.
Thank you, Michelle.
Okay, great.
Thank
Feel
you,
better,
guys.
Belinda.